So I don't know if it's actually like, how we doing? How we doing?
What is happening? Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. What's up, Tom?
I'm just making sure I don't cough because I've still got the black lung from last week.
Bro, Tom, you're making me claustrophobic with how close that camera is.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm trying to share this.
You were like this.
I'm trying to share this shit.
You're like narrow.
Yeah, bro. Like the size of the camera angle was like closing on your cheeks.
Right, let me do this quickly.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm just sharing the links and stuff.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right. What's up, Bite? Yo, so Bite's in the house.
That's
What's up,
it.
fam? Was in the Flow Crown. Yeah, I got a sort of semi-big week coming up. Actually, I'm interviewing the CM from World of Women next week, Kashfi. So that'd be pretty fun. She's also one of the mods in V Friends.
All the women.
Yeah, dude. She's a beast. And so we'll have her on next week. Hopefully the PA guy, what's his name, Voltura. Every time I message him, he's like, "Oh yeah, let's set this up. We'll set it up," and then he never responds after that. Busy dude. But we'll get him on hopefully next week. What's up, Mr. Built in the 80s?
What's happening, guys? What's happening? Mr. Built in the 80s, the beast, the man, the legend.
What's up, fam? Okay, so in today's welcome to the Tea Time in the Kingdom with Tom and Zerk. Feed Zerk today. It's gonna be lit. We'll talk about some NFT NYC stuff just super quick since he missed last week because he was sick. And Gavin's asleep still, I think. So that couldn't happen yet. We'll have to get him on. Maybe we'll push it back an hour or something next time. But we have
this is a British three-way.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Second time we've done this now.
Is my audio shitty? Is it
yes. Yeah, it's terrible.
Damn, why didn't you tell me this?
Go to settings. All right, so go right under your face on this thing. Go to settings.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Better, yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Sorry about that, guys. You know, the Zerk fam helping me out there, telling me that my audio is shitty.
Well, can't be doing that. What's up, Shauna? How's it going? Okay, so we have crypto still going down. We have fucking JP Morgan, I think, one of the analysts saying the bear market's over, so it's time to start buying now. That sounds like some bullshit. Sounds like he's puppy in bags or something there. We have Voyager going bankrupt. Well, not totally bankrupt, but we'll get into that story. We have FTX continuing to take over the world, buying everybody out. I don't know what. They're literally buying everybody, or they're trying to. Then we have ENS. We have NFTs that are new mint NFTs still popping off. We have Zerk having some news about the Zerk Pass. We have Tom coming out with the Summit Club news. So we got a jam-packed fucking thing going on here. So yeah, what do you guys, Tom? What do you think we should start with?
Well, I was actually just trying to dig out because the first thing you said was about was it JP Morgan and crypto predicting a bull cycle. Go on to the next topic because I'm going to find something that we can actually talk about. I'll get you to bring up because it was a chart that Andres and Kosha talked about yesterday on their show, which I hadn't seen before. So I'm going to try and find that quickly. You guys move to the next thing.
Right on. All right, bro. All right, so we got crypto. These are the numbers up here. Those don't mean anything. Let's be honest. No one does anything with those numbers anyway. But we got Bitcoin at 20K. This is what it'd be looking like. Not a whole lot to say there. There's nothing really new to report there. So we'll kind of skip over that. Unless there's anything you have on that for crypto.
Have you been buying any or not?
No, I haven't. I've actually been stacking. I've been prioritizing cash right now. I'm cash and then also having some on the side because I want to soon-ish be able to bring on Bryce. I'm hoping to secure a couple sponsors and a couple other revenue streams so I can have something more stable during this bear market. And then I want to bring in Bryce to do some filming. Like I want him to move to Seattle and become like a content house type deal. So that's the goal. Yeah.
Nice.
That's gonna be sick.
The Voyage house, yeah.
Dude, that would actually be cool because like the bigger that kind of stuff becomes, like the more real the Joy's Kingdom actually like makes sense. Like, oh, this is like a real thing. So that would be really fun for me. Okay, Tom, just got your link. I'm gonna pull that up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be so sick to have you guys in the same place. I think that's just like we've got all like look. It's the same with me and Zerk. So we'll talk a bit about what we're focusing on, but like the acceleration you get from just the being close to each other and like proximity wise.
Wait, yeah. Can you guys talk about that? Are you? Is that even like a?
Yeah. So we've been talking about this for like maybe like 6 weeks or so. But one of the kind of gaps in the NFT space at the moment is like in real life content podcasts or content creator podcasts. So we've got a period of time now. Zerk's potentially maybe moving away from the UK in a year's time. So we're going to look at it as like a 1-year project where we work together.
What's up,
and do once a week we get together, maybe in a studio. We're probably going to try and film the first one tomorrow.
Hey.
Yeah, it's linked to something also cool that we're doing, which is something we've talked about a lot for the last 6 months, which is preparing ourselves for the second, third, fourth wave of NFTs in 3 to 5 years time, when brands start to re-enter the Web3 space. So yeah, we've very excitedly launched an agency within the last 3 days, which is sick. Alongside Liam's really like super experienced like collaboration manager Mark.
Let's go, baby. When rug.
Yeah, man.
Liam, like what the plan is?
Yeah, no, like, you know, working, there's tons of opportunities in terms of Web2 brands coming into the Web3 space. And that's something that we're going to see more of, right? Actual real world businesses moving into Web3. And like, there's just a huge opportunity to then be able to facilitate that transaction and like help people bridge over. Obviously, we have the experience, we have the network of, you know, YouTubers like yourself, Cade, and we have like this wealth of knowledge that we can share and ultimately monetize and create and turn into an actual real like tangible business. So it's just a massive opportunity. I'm really looking forward to it. And going back to your point of, you know, having someone in the same country as you and in the same location is so good. Like even on the same time zone is big. Like there's some mornings where I wake up and I want to speak to some guys in America and it's like, fuck, I've got to sit around for fucking 5 hours at least. But everyone's a DJ and so they're up at like 6 p.m. my time. And I'm like, fuck, like it's the whole day's gone by. So it's really good having Tom where I can just like ring him up and hassle him all day long.
Yeah, I love that.
But America's confusing. It's like East Coast, West Coast. You're on like different time.
Yeah, well, the message you sent today was at 5 a.m. for me, which is only an hour after I fucking went to sleep. So like, I literally just missed that message. Hey, Andres is in the house. What's up, Andres? What's
big boy? How's it going, bro?
Dude, did you hear what they're talking about? They might be able to get Kevin Hart on their podcast. It's gonna be fucking wild.
I actually missed that, and I thought they were talking about K Money, and I missed that. And then, but so they were talking about Kevin. I was wondering which Kevin they were talking about.
I think that's what they said. I re-listened to it. I was like, what?
I should go delete the tweet. I fudded out his art earlier on.
I saw that.
Sorry, Andres.
he's gonna say no to you. He's gonna be like, "Nah, you're friends with that Zerk piece of shit."
yeah.
That's funny as fuck, dude.
Everyone's gonna get spots and Zerk pass won't be eaten.
Well, I was gonna say, you guys, that's a great idea for you guys to work together. I mean, I saw firsthand the chemistry in real life in New York. So, I mean, also, if you guys haven't seen the NFT NYC vlog, if you're watching this right now and you haven't seen my vlog, that's the best bit of content I think I've ever put out ever. Like that was such a top tier video with so many memories, bro. Like when I finished that video, I was like, bro, fuck yes. Like fuck yes. And I watch it probably every couple days. And like, dude, it gives me such a rush seeing all of us just being idiots. And man, it was fun. And you guys are just as fun in real life. And there was like no difference in like, I don't even know, vibes. It was just even better in real life.
Yeah, it was good fun, man. It was so fun just meeting everyone and just like, it was just a big party. I felt like I was 16, 17, you know, and like meeting up after school and just pissing around. It was fucking good time. And like the connections that we all got to build and the people we actually get to meet in real life, it was definitely a good time.
It's kind of wild, isn't it? Because like we're literally here talking, we're doing this, which is what we've been doing for 6 months. We've got like Naveed, we've got Andres who are in the comments. We were actually fucking partying with them 2 weeks ago. This time 2 weeks ago, we literally.
Oh my god, it was.
And it's like it's so weird. It's like come back again, and we're like,
we got Bryce ordering fucking what drink did he order again? And I was like, there's no way.
Straight vodka,
bro. This motherfucker,
double shot of vodka.
Tom, this motherfucker. Well, actually, you know what? You guys are only gonna be able to stay for the first hour. I'll just get Bryce. Bryce, if you're listening right now, we'll get you on just as soon as they pop out because like 4 people is usually too many people. So when either Zerk or Tom when they jump out, if you want to jump in, I'll message you the invite link. But dude, this kid like we're about to leave the Bubble World event, I think, and we're like, all right, we're about to head out right now. Like let's go. He's like, all right, 1 second. And he starts walking in the bar. I was like, where are you going? We're leaving like right now. Like everyone's in the elevator. And he's like, I know. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, I'm gonna drink. I was like, what the fuck? Chugs it, dude. I think he just chugged it and kept going. It was so funny. But yeah, no, so Naveed's in the house. Naveed, for people who don't know, is one of the founders of the Drop NFT. Absolute fucking G's over there. They had the recovery suite saved. Well, they almost killed me with the needle thing, what's it called? The IV thing. They left it in me too long, and they were like, "Oh God!" They're like, "Your vein," because I have a thick vein from bodybuilding. I think, or maybe it's genetic, but I have a big vein in my arm right here. And so it filled it, like took all the nutrients within like 2 minutes. And I'm sitting there and it's like stealing all my blood, taking all my DNA. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but it was a great recovery sleep. It was so much
I tell my girlfriend that. I say I have a thick penis from bodybuilding. Dude, it was a couple of people, both you and Sydney actually got like, you had like rogue experiences that day, but it was
I had bad luck with needles, dude. I'm not gonna lie. When I was doing the stuff on the street, man, I just had bad luck. I don't know what it is. The needles just. I had, dude. Have I told you guys this story? Well, after this story, we'll get into the meat of this discussion. But when I was 19 or 20, I was freshly out of this relationship. I was in a bad place, and went and had to get the flu shot. I hadn't taken one in a couple of years. I just forgot, I think, or maybe I just got. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I bought into the vaccine, whatever stuff. But this was like a long time ago. This is in 2019 or 2018, and I go in. I get into the CVS. Francie, you ran into a story about needles. All right, that's what we're talking about right now. But I got my flu shot. I was nervous because I had heard stories. People like I hadn't taken a couple of years. People were like, "Yeah, you get the flu shot, and then you get the flu." And so I'm sort of nervous. So I go home that night, sleeping alone, and I start to feel trembles inside my muscles. And at this point, I was big, dude. I had muscles bigger than my head. I was big Cade at that point. I was bodybuilder Cade. So I'm sitting there, and my muscles are trembling, like my tricep is trembling, and I'm sitting like, what the fuck? And I start cramping, uncramping. And I was like, oh my God, like what's happening to me? I felt like I was a lizard and Spider-Man, like morphing into an animal or something. And I start trembling, I'm cramping, I start sweating, like pouring sweat like Tom. And then like the sweat is cold. Like I'm freezing cold, but I'm sweating profusely and my insides are like burning up. And I'm like, what is fucking going on? And I'm like, let me just power through this. I'm just going to go to sleep. So I try and go to sleep like an hour later of me just like crying basically in bed. I get up, my bed's soaked through with like cold sweat. I roll onto the ground. My roommate's tripping balls in the room next to me, so he can't help me. He's like actually tripping balls in his room playing video games. I think he was playing Apex or something. So I'm like, David, and he's like, what's up, man? I was like, bro, like I'm not okay. Like I gotta go to the hospital. He's like, dude, nah, man, you gotta know. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot you're tripping. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I fucking crawl out the door on all fours. This is not a joke. I'm crawling like a military type dude. And because my emergency room is right down the street. I'm in the city. I'm living in downtown Charleston. The airport or the emergency room is about half a mile away. So it's very close. I couldn't drive because my muscles kept uncramping and cramping. So I crawled, guys. I crawled half a mile. About a quarter mile in, I passed a cop in his car who's just monitoring the streets with like a speed meter thing. And this is not bullshit. The dude's sitting there looking at me like this.
Just thinks you're a drug.
He thinks I'm on drugs. I swear to God, he thought I was on drugs. And I was just like, I was going to say something like, can you help me? And I was like, there's no fucking, like, I can't explain this. So I just crawled. I crawled all the way there, dude. I crawled all the way to the emergency room. Got there. You know what they did? They stuck a needle in me and they said, you're going to be okay. Stuck a needle in me. 10 seconds later, bro. 10 seconds later, I feel completely fine. And I walked out an hour later. I don't know what they did, but from then on, I was like, all right.
Like you never just got an explanation from him?
Never got an explanation. They said they never charged me. They never took like any of my, they just like gave me a shot and it fixed me. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I have no idea what happened. I have no record of like the thing that happened. I don't know what happened. But yeah, bro, that's my story. Tom, you okay, bro?
Tom's dying with COVID over there, man. He's just like coughing his guts up.
Do you need to step out? Okay, here. Do you want me to turn off your cam? Just give me a thumbs up if you want me to turn off your cam. You're good? Okay.
Wait, this is the bad thing.
I want you to record my death.
Oh my God.
We're good. I'm good.
Okay, all right, good. Ayush says flu vaccine rugged me. Yeah, honestly, bro, I'm very like I don't know what happened there, but it was just a saline shot. It could have been, dude, but no, it was weird because I was literally sweating and then my muscles were cramped, like all my muscles in my back, like spasm. It was super weird. But yeah, no, it was wild. So anyways, we'll get into the crypto stuff, but do we want to jump into Zerk Pass announcement and Summit Club announcement real quick?
Yeah, hit him with the Summit Club, Tom. I feel
all right,
like
let's do
it. Yeah, now I can just about breathe. Yeah, so I finally announced. I don't know if I can fucking do this.
Here, how about Liam? How about you go first?
You go first.
We'll let Tom recover.
Yeah, cool. So like we've been working over the last 4 or 5 months now on obviously Nifty Dash, and we're bringing that through to Zerk Pass members and Neuromod members as well. So that's rolling out on Friday. So super exciting times. Obviously the market sucks right now, but I feel like this is something that I actually want to talk about with you guys and get your opinion on. The way we're doing in the mint isn't necessarily like you come and you buy an NFT and you get it straight away. Because what that does, it opens you up to flippers, right? It opens you up to people that then just base your product and your business essentially on the floor price. So it puts off people from buying all this stuff. So what we've done is we're actually doing a pre-sale where you basically purchase the lifetime access. You purchase the right to own this NFT. And then you're then eligible for a free claim when the NFT is actually coming out in like a month and a half. Yep. So like, what do you guys think about that? Like, I feel like that is a good way to kind of ensure that projects can launch in this space, even in this sort of market. And, you know, people that buy into this project and, you know, actually want to get this NFT want to be in it for the right reasons. I feel like that's something that, what do you think?
It's so I think I think it's good. I know that Nate has also talked about this business. I think he did an actual video on this. But yeah, I agree. Like this just makes sure that people have to make more conviction plays. And but like to be completely honest though, mate, with yours is different because it kind of sits in a different category of NFT. Obviously, it's a SaaS solution that is going to help people's day-to-day trading life easier. Like it's the kind of thing that I've been waiting for like 9 months, and is probably the reason why I don't do as much trading as I used to, even though I'm getting like loads of whitelist spots. I don't have the capacity, the bandwidth to actually manage all that myself.
No, it's not.
So yeah. Do you want to talk about a little bit about exactly what Nifty Dash is? Because it's fucking sick.
Yeah, sure. So it's like essentially a dashboard where you can basically track any NFT project that's out there at the moment. We have a team of like 10 people that are working behind the scenes 24 hours a day, verifying all the information, ensuring that Discord links are right, mint links are right, you know, prices, networks, all of this stuff, and all that information is then locked into this individual project on the dashboard. And then that feeds through to a whitelist tracker where if you've won whitelist, you can connect your Discord, basically the long way around it. When you first sign up, you connect your Discord with it, and then you'll be able to see on the whitelist that you've won whether you need to submit your wallet, whether you've already submitted your wallet, whether you're in the Discord for the project that you've won whitelist for, and then you're able to turn on alerts and get like WhatsApp messages and SMSs and emails when that mint does come up. So yeah, it's super exciting. And like we've been collaborating with a ton of projects behind the scenes. Obviously, like I said, Zerk Pass get free access. I'd love to get you guys in as well, Cade, and obviously Tom and, you know, Neuromod's eating too. So it feels good to be able to bring forward a tool that hopefully is going to be helping lots of different people just in general make their day-to-day trading lives much easier. And not necessarily just trading, just like managing their NFT journey, right? Because it gets fucking confusing. There's so much fake shit out there. There's so much so many terrible projects, and it's easy to get scammed. So if we can remove another layer of potential scams, then happy days.
Yeah, that's a huge value add.
Yeah, for me, I guess I've fallen off that game, and as far as the trading, just basically entirely. And so I think that was the reason I hadn't messaged you back, because I was gonna get into all that, and then I was like, oh, it's a long message. Let me wait till the morning to send that, and then I just never went back to it. But I guess I've stepped so far away from the trading. Like I cover a lot of the projects and I cover things that are going on, but for me personally, I haven't really traded. Like I buy NFTs. Like I bought, like for example, like I bought a bunch of the Fairy Fiends because Riv, she's a friend from like TikTok mainly, but now it's become friends in general. So I'm just supporting her as a person, and I just want to see her succeed. So I bought some of her NFTs. I'm happy to support there, but there's not a whole lot of projects I'm looking at for investing. There's not a whole lot of anything that I'm investing in right now other than myself. So I just like haven't thought that way. But I know there's people in my community who are probably trading. So there probably is ways that we can collaborate there. And I know Tom is working with Summit Club. He's bringing lots of whitelists. I've just been out of that game. I've been in such different mindset. Like I've been really focusing on the podcast, really focusing on just building up my name in general. I haven't really thought about too much the trading side because the market's been so down. I guess I've changed my focus to the industry rather than the market as much. The market is more just like food for thought, just a little bit of content. But that's kind of where my head's been at. But Tom, you've got the Summit Club announcement. I really want to talk about this because you had put it in our group chat. This is the Illuminati chat for everyone who wants to know. This is where all the the alpha happens. This is where we plan rugs. This is where we plan to sweep up floors and then lie about it. I'm just kidding. But you asked us about our opinions on it, and no one offered their opinion. We all just said lit, and then we went about our day. But we can talk about it a little bit more in here. So why don't you give a little intro? I'll pull it up on Twitter as well while you intro it.
Thanks. So I spoke about this before. This is the tokenization of my existing private group. So I have a private group there where I have a bunch of incredible members that pay me monthly, but this doesn't fit with the I suppose the ethos of Web3. So it's tough because when people own an asset, they're probably likely to stay around. And the whole point when sticking around in a group is where you get the most value, when you actually connect with people, you stay around, you understand how everyone operates, you understand their perspectives. So an NFT works amazing at that. Same reason why anyone is open one. But the difference in my club is that I'm going to be structuring it as a DAO, so a decentralized autonomous organization that will be tokenized. We're launching with Coinvise, who are a SaaS solution that helps with tokenization for DAOs, and they've just released a new feature which allows, similar to WAP, allows you to mint a membership pass and get that to into people's hands quite seamlessly. As
also, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I keep going. Sorry.
So yeah, that's my big reason for doing that is that I believe DAOs are going to be a real core player in the kind of hybridization of decentralized and centralized organizations. I think that all brands are going to have one, and there will be a demand for expertise in DAO creation and operation within the next few years. Is my kind of thesis on that. So I want to give people only a small amount of people. There's only going to be 69 membership tokens available. That was feedback from my group, yeah, just trying to do some cool stuff.
Sick, man. I'm excited for this.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of, holy shit, there's way more than here than I thought. I've not read all these because
wait,
what the fuck? I thought there was only 8. There's like 15.
We'll do it correct. Yeah, we'll direct everyone to my Twitter page and check that out. And there's also a link to a video that I made. But yeah, the cool thing about it that I think I haven't seen yet is that every single member is going to get their club number, and it's going to be hand painted by me, and that will be the as most people get kind of like a pass, but everyone in this club will get an actual number, and there will be a bunch for advisory and treasury. So Zerk and Cade will both have one, so they'll have their own club number, which will be, I think, is a cool little differentiator, kind of like a team being part of a sports team.
I want 69.
Yeah, Zerk wants 69.
I want number 10.
Cade wants number 10. So here's a slightly interesting element to it. We're potentially going to be doing a bid for those numbers. So if people want
I like that. I see.
If people want to make it a bit more fun, like any extras will go into the organization treasury, which is quite cool. Yeah. And we'll use that to reinvest.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. I mean, it's cool you're building shit right now. That's what most of the YouTubers have begun to put their focus on. Also, if you're in the chat right now, there's like 20 some of y'all in here, and I guarantee you there's not 20 or something likes on this one or my stream. I think Zerk, it's not streaming on your channel, right?
No.
Okay, so yeah, if you're watching me or Tom on whoever's channel, then smash the like button for both of us. We appreciate it. But yeah, that's lit, dude. So here's my thoughts toward the idea. I think it's cool. The one thing I was let me see. The one thing I was thinking it's not missing, but to more hit on even harder, because the ideas were there, and I think the part that it's like the selling point. It's like the why this is so necessary. Like it needs to be something where it's like it's so necessary for you to be in this. It makes like laughable sense that you would think about not jumping in, and that's the one part of the marketing I thought wasn't hit on enough. Because right now, especially with this is for the Zerk Pass idea with Nifty Dash and with Tom, and I don't know if it's because I'm out of the game a little bit, but I have a sneaky suspicion that most people are out of the game. Like I just saw. Actually, let's pull this up right now, dude. This shit is wacky. Real quick, just to give a little bit of context.
It's like, we were known for our whitelist raffles, right? We're getting probably 40% of holders entering the raffles these days, whereas before it was like 95%.
I mean, look at this, dude. There's literally nobody here right now. Like 2,000 users, bro. That's fucked. What?
Yeah, that is wild. So wait, what's this? OpenSea. Okay.
Yeah, this is OpenSea, dude. It's just fucking crazy how many people have left, like truly left. And so that's why that was my question here with you, with Zerk, and with Nate. I said the idea is there, but I don't see enough of a push of like why you must be in this, especially with Tom with your price point at being 2,250. 2,250. That's a high number for 99% of people. Yeah. What is it going to be that's like, okay, I have $2,000, it must go into this Summit Club? Like that's where I was thinking that just need to like push that even more, you know?
Yeah, you're totally right. Like I'll be honest, I definitely didn't push like benefits. I think I wanted to have a play around with kind of the scarcity element, and then because the process now for me is doing a whole host of more promotional activities. And really making sure I'm getting to the right people who would be interested in this, because that's the most important thing with any marketing, right? You're like getting to the right people. So yeah, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in doing AMAs and communities. So people test me on those questions, you know, and I can sell to them in person. And yeah, that'll be something you guys will see more on like TikTok and Instagram, is kind of more me explaining in a bit more detail, like why the benefits. But that's like super good feedback, and I can totally appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I want to talk about, sorry, quickly, like it's the same with Zerk Pass with you, Tom, right? It's like you don't want to limit yourself and say this is what we're doing and this is the value that you're going to get, because it's more so like an investment. We're so early in this entire Web3 stuff, so it's like if you invest now, whatever we do moving forward, whatever we create, whatever we build, funnels back into that group of people. It's the same with Zerk Pass, you know, like we're building our Nifty Dash. Obviously, Zerk Pass eats. That's where Zerk Pass are going to get value there. We're doing this Web2 agency. Everything that happens in that agency is then going to feed through our group first, right? So there's always this first point of call. And if you want to be part of that community, then you know you have good opportunities with Tom's Summit Club to do so early, right? And I feel like that's how it should be. It's more of like a brand pass, so it levels up and grows with you.
Yeah, and that's something to really hit on. Like for example, with Tom, like in our last tea time, we went deep into like life shit and like career stuff, and I was telling him, I kept hammering. I was like, you need to talk about this stuff on your channel more, so people are aware. Like most of the videos, most of the information I know about Zerk Pass is just centered around alpha, so like that. But if it's truly something about the brand, like that's something to really hit on and be almost obnoxiously annoying about it. Like I post so much stuff that people don't think that my NFTs are an alpha pass, yet the floor stays ridiculously high. Like people just don't sell that NFT because they're very aware of like what it was, especially the people who bought it. Like there's people who bought my NFT at 1 ETH and I don't know what's wrong with them, but they spent 1 ETH on that NFT and they haven't sold it because they knew exactly what it was. Like I'm just supporting Cade. That's all this is. It takes all the pressure off me. I don't have any pressure to perform. I will perform, but it's not like a thing where I have to fill in something because they put this much money in. Like Kronos, one of the holders, spent $3,000 at the height of ETH and spent 1 ETH. And I was like, I don't feel bad for him because like I told him before, I was like, look, you should not buy this right now. I guarantee you it will go down at some point and you can just buy it. And he was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna buy it in. It doesn't matter to me. And it's because just I went overboard on the communication about what it was. I made videos on it. I got to make an update video on it. But I think you guys would have no problem, especially Tom, with you. There's a lot of people who do believe in you and know you're just getting started. And then I think if you word it in other ways, because you don't have to have like one big video where you go into it. You can have 25 different videos. You know?
Exactly.
Like, a lot of them really hit on that side. You're just investing in me. And I think a lot of people will be called to that.
You're right. Like at least people that have already expressed interest directly to me, like I get that vibe. So yeah, you're completely right. I'm looking forward to like testing a lot of different types of content when it comes to essentially selling this as a product. But yeah, so all of those different angles, because I had in the large video I made, there was like a lot of reasons, and I spelled them out. And I think like now's an opportunity to take each one and explain a bit more. Like this is why, you know, we've seen evidence of these types of projects be doing really well. So here's another one that you have an opportunity to get in early with. So loads of stuff around that. But
I just fucking said it's not an alpha patch. Just go, if you go to my on any of my socials, go to my link tree. It's usually the link in my bio. I think it's at the bottom. It'll say something like Cade's NFTs or something. There's 3 NFT collections right now. The Torch collection, Joy Asian prequel. The cheapest floor is half ETH right now. I think there's 2 in the prequel. Then there's 1 available listed on for the Torch collection, but it's at 1 ETH, so don't do that. Just wait. At some point, someone will drop one. Someone will get nervous and need some money. Just wait for that. There's no reason to spend half an ETH because it's not an alpha pass. It's just to support me. So yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, Tom, I'm ready to go into the link that you just sent me, and we'll move on into some crypto shit.
This could be quite quick. So
right,
yeah, this was on Andres and Kosh's show yesterday, and they just said it was a chart, and I kind of was looking at it, and I suppose I haven't done any analysis on it yet, but it seems it's triggering initially to look at, right? Like when you kind of figure this out, it goes from like bull and bear cycles, and they seemingly we are literally about to moon from a bull perspective. Yeah. Like this is what this chart is saying. Like we are right on the cusp of mooning.
It could, I mean, it could happen. It's very possible, but
yeah,
macro conditions make me rethink that possibility. But
yeah, I just see these and I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I've seen so many of these charts where it's like, this is the point where it blows up. But I feel like you could
they said that months ago, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, like, fuck me, I know. I was fucking buying ETH at like, I know they were saying this. I was like, yeah, we're going to 10K, you know, pumping the cash, and then here we are. But I've seen so many of these charts where I'm just very skeptical. I mean, I'm not in a position of power when it comes to talking about crypto charts. I don't necessarily understand it fully and all the analysis, but from my perspective and just being like a victim of charts before, yeah, I've seen it before. I'll probably see it again next week. The same one.
Yeah. Also, did you just see this? This is just in like today, like 2 hours ago. Binance removes fees for buying Bitcoin.
That's big, but like, were the fees really an issue?
Nah, dude, that was like 5 cents. I'm sure. I think it was very cheap. Plus, like, dude, I'm not touching anyone. I don't care who it is. I'm not on Coinbase. I got out of Voyager 2 weeks ago. So for people who don't know, this is one of our biggest.
Were you in Voyager? Were you in Voyager?
Bro, I had thousands of dollars in Voyager. I am so fucking happy.
Bro, this is literally what Elio was talking about the other day, man.
Scary shit, dude. So this is shout out Blockworks, but Blockworks covered this story. Voyager files for bankruptcy days after freezing withdrawals. So 2 weeks, or no, it was about 10 days before they froze withdrawals a few days ago. That's what the big story was, and then this is the big story of the day. But they froze withdrawals a few days ago, and about 10 days ago, I pulled out I sold some things for a loss. No problem. It's just a tax write-off. That's what I told myself. So I sold some things for a loss, but I got completely out. I took everything out. And I said, fuck this, dude. I don't trust anybody right now. I got everything out of Coinbase. I had a little bit in Coinbase. I only use Coinbase if I'm sending money from my MetaMask just to like send it to my bank account, just for like super quick one-offs kind of thing. But I'm off entirely. I don't give a shit who it is. I'm done. I'm not doing anything here until. I mean, I mess with like Webull. I like Webull, but Webull was also here way before. They're way more focused on stocks, so they're not tied to crypto like this. But dude, anyone, BlockFi, bro, all the big boys that you're supposed to trust are not trusted. Like, you can't trust anyone. You can't trust our government. You can't trust our banks. You can't trust the fucking crypto. Like, who are you supposed to trust?
Yeah, I trust Binance. I'm pretty comfortable with Binance with my money there. But even Coinbase, you know, they laid off like 25% of their workforce, and
that's where it's scary. Yeah,
that's scary. And then there was rumors that they were selling data and stuff, so there was tons of FUD coming out, and it's like, oh god. But Binance, I feel safe. I don't know whether I should feel safe.
I don't know, man. I have everything in my ledger. If I have anything, right now I don't check shit in anywhere. It's all in my bank account right now. I have a little bit in ETH, but I mean, I bought. I'm not buying NFTs, so I kind of took my if I have ETH, I'm buying NFTs. Like, there's no option to not buy NFTs if I have ETH in my MetaMask. So I either have to store it in my ledger, because if it's in my ledger, I'm too lazy to go do stuff with it. So I'm really only trusting my ledger right now. Other than that, I'm just kind of stacking cash on the side, because especially if we go into a full out recession, then it'd be kind of nice to have some cash reserves on there. And Dan's cryptos is absolutely, dude. Yeah, we're about to talk about FTX. But Tom, do you have any thoughts on the Voyager thing, crypto?
Yeah, so obviously it was linked to them having a huge loan taken from Three Arrows Capital, and when Three Arrows kind of defaulted I think maybe 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was.
Yeah,
they weren't paying those loan payments back to Voyager, so
scary.
They were like, and it was like a nearly $400 million loan. So those are some big payments every day. Or every month, even. But then, only thing about Binance, maybe, if we're looking at it like kind of objectively, it's Chinese Chinese have banned Binance from mobile usage or actually in usage in North America, right?
Yeah.
Like so that's a fucking red flag because it's China and
they broke away from China, right? It's not a Chinese entity.
I don't know. If you're telling me that, then I'll go with what you're saying.
I'm fucking fuck my bags, son. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
It's my only place I can be safe. Don't ruin me.
Dude, well, I was just talking to, so I hopped on a call with Kashfi, the Word of Women girl, yesterday, just to get like a little intro, just to chat, because she's also,
Awesome.
I didn't know this, but like for the big projects, like she'll be one of my bigger podcast guests that I've done. For the big projects, apparently she was like, yeah, we get reached out like all the time by YouTuber people. A lot of them are just like all the strictly alpha people, and she was like, the kind of conversation we have are just like not helpful to anyone. They're super weird. She was like, it feels kind of just like scummy. So she just wanted to see like who I was for real off camera. And one of the things she was telling me, she was like, yeah, in India, she's in India, they can't have TikTok. Like, so like in other countries that are not the US, and like they like can straight up ban shit just out of nowhere, like whatever they want, they can just ban stuff. And just that topic in general, you just brought it up to me when you said how China banned them. Like that shit is wild to me. If that happened in the United States, oh my God, bro, if that happened, I don't know what would happen in the UK, but if that happened here in the United States, bro, Texas would have they would march right up to the Capitol building and stomp the shit out of them, dude.
But like, do you remember when they banned the Bitcoin miners and stuff? And
everyone was,
like burning their rigs and all this stuff. It was crazy. The TikTok videos that were coming out, I was like,
bro,
yeah, it is scary.
Nutty. Shit was nutty. Hey, what's up, Rice Cake? Rice Cake's in the house. What's up, fam?
Hey.
Yes. Hey, bro.
So I may have lost 15,000. Oh God. Yeah, I texted Devin literally after the announcement. I forgot to tell. I just didn't think about it. I didn't pull out Voyager. I didn't pull out my money from Voyager initially because of I thought it was going to go down. I pulled out a lot of it because I was like, I'd just rather have this in cash. So I ended up taking it out. But then I was like, it's probably better to have it off chain. And then when like that happened, I was like, oh, thank God I did that. But then I texted Devin too late. He lost like $5,000. So that sucks. But I mean, that's why it's important to be like, in the know. Like you do have to be paying attention with crypto. Like if you have your money invested in any kind of cryptocurrency or especially NFT, I think for me, I tried not to check stuff all the time. But if you have an NFT that you're trying to sell, especially, or crypto that you're looking to trade and you're actively trading, you like actually have to keep up with that every day. Like I actually check the floor prices of a few NFTs that I'm holding, that I'm trading. And I'm like checking those multiple times a day. Like that's how on point your shit has to be. Like I know, Zerk, you were a big trader, right?
It's stressful. Like you'd buy into a project early morning and it would be a degen play. You sit there and like you just end up sitting there for 10 hours just staring at the charts. You're like, fuck, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? And it goes down. And like you're driving and doing your day to day, and like you got your phone open at the same time. Yep. Fucking holder. My girlfriend's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I just hope these fucking chicken eggs like end up making me money. But I'm not a trader. Like that's one thing. And that's one thing. That's one reason why I can't like claim to be all about alpha in Zerk Pass as well, because that's just not my forte. So yeah, it's fun, but man, it's fucking time consuming. And like crypto coins in general, that's how I first got started. That's another ball game in itself, Scary shit, mate.
It's glorified, but it's way harder and it's way less fun than people think, and you lose a lot more than you think you'll lose. And I don't know. I try and bring that up as much as I can. It's not all that. Like you see some people who are winning, but like the majority of people who are day trading successfully have so much money already. Like they're already a millionaire. And so they're just dumping. They're like, okay, here's 20 grand for fun. And every now and then they'll triple their money or something. And then they just use that and then just go about their day and nobody knows. Other people are literally leverage trading with their fucking rent money. And it's just like, it's unreal that they think they're going to, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just,
you're
stupid,
completely right.
Like straight up, just stupid. Okay. Here's a huge story, or not a huge story, but in my opinion, it's huge. Bro, FTX is about to buy BlockFi. Here's my thought process in this is like, why is BlockFi if you're a BlockFi and you're trying to be one of the top, to sell yourself to another company just makes no sense. Like if I was invested in BlockFi and I was like, wait, you guys want to just sell your whole company to FTX, just like one of your competitors? I'm like, that's kind of, I mean, in my head, that's like kind of lame. It's like you're like rolling over and say, all right, I give up. That's my thought process for BlockFi. Good. I mean, kudos to FTX. They're going to take over, bro. They're buying everyone. They're about to buy fucking Robinhood. Like, what do you guys think about FTX?
I rate it hard. Yeah. I mean,
I
know I'm down for getting an FTX sponsor at some point of my life.
Yeah, dude, win sponsor, bro. Come on,
I
FTX.
love you guys. You're amazing. The best company in the world.
I love FTX too.
I've only used FTX twice.
Yeah.
I've only used FTX twice. It was good both times. It wasn't anything like legendary. I've never traded NFTs on it, but everyone's sponsored by them. They must be good.
Yeah. And like the thing is, I don't think BlockFi want to sell really. They're just at the point of they have to sell because they're
So not good sign. Not good sign.
No. It's bearish and bullish at the same time. You know, the fact that FTX is growing and continuing to dump money into these projects and these businesses, obviously they're doing all right. But you know, there's other companies that are folding and going under. So
yeah, dude. And for anyone, if you like this video, the chances of us getting sponsored by FTX goes up tremendously. So smash like in this video. There's 30 of y'all in here. Get them likes up, fam. Get them likes up. Also, Tom, like if you could have one sponsor, who would it be on your YouTube channel?
So actually, it would be FTX. Like I'm not even joking. They are the most. I've seen them make the most moves this year out of any crypto business.
All right, how about this? How about a non-crypto, non-platform, non-platform, like a company or a product or a service or something? Who would you want to sponsor your channel?
Fuck, this is really tough actually because there's so many things that it might have to it might have to be a golf thing. I was thinking fitness, apparel, but yeah, there's some cool golf brands out there that I'd love to get sponsored by.
How about you, Zerk? Who do you want to sponsor your channel if it's not crypto native, not crypto anything?
Invisible Man's got a good one there. Red Bull, that would be pretty sick. Like I don't actually. No. Too much risk. I don't want to be in planes and shit like that going upside down. I'm not interested. Probably Nike. That'd be pretty good. You know,
I was going to say Nike, but that's like Nike doesn't sponsor shit.
You just said a golf company that encompasses Nike as well.
Yeah, because no. But Nike aren't sponsoring YouTubers.
No, do you know what? One project I really love, and I'd fucking do anything to be part of the team. Artifact with CloneX. So
yeah,
like that's my vibe. I think it's so cool what they're doing. If Artifact came to me and was like, "Yo, you come on board, be our showman," I'll be like, "Fuck yeah, I'll do it. Let's go." So there you go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, for me, I think if I had someone sponsor the channel that wasn't crypto or Web3 native, it would either be Celsius for the energy drink. It could be Quest Nutrition. I really fuck with all their supplements and all their foods and shit. I think it's really tasty. And then probably Sony. Like they just have a bunch of gear. I'd be down, or some kind of like camera gear setup, like something in the studio, some kind of gaming setup, or like a keyboard. Maybe like I know me and Devin actually talked about him sponsoring with his Artisan Lab wrist rest. So potentially we're working on there at some point in the future. But I think some kind of gear would be kind of cool. Get free shit, you know?
Yeah, decent.
Or airline, bro. Airline or hotel. That would be good. That would be really good.
Yeah, that'd be mad.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a sneakerhead, so like getting some free shoes, I'll be happy, man. I could, you know.
Metaverse shoes.
Yeah, Step X. Is that what it was called? I want Matt Damon to sponsor me.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is awesome.
Damon.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Hold on. Yeah, have you guys tried Prime? This is out in the UK now.
No, I haven't. It's supposed to be good though. I watched a podcast.
It is good. It's very good.
Talking about it, yeah.
Really?
It's very, very good. It's one of my favorite drinks. And honestly, if I was rich, I would buy it I would drink it every single day if I could. It's actually, I would love to have them sponsor. Like I fucking love that drink.
How much? What do you say? What is it? Super expensive or something?
It's not super expensive, but I would say I think for a pack of like. Actually, you know what? I don't remember. I do remember. I don't remember. Let me look it up.
What sort? What sort of drink is it?
It's a hydration drink. It's supposed to rival Gatorade. They're trying to beat Gatorade.
Okay.
So
it's better than Gatorade.
So it looks like they're about $2 a pop. That's actually not as bad as I thought. Why did I think that was so expensive? Okay, so if you're buying at like Walmart, for example, which is like a standard place, you're paying $30 for 12 of them. I think that was my issue is because if I buy Celsius, I can buy a pack of 12 for $16, which is like $1.02 each. That's cheap as fuck for me. But dude, these there's like pristine packaging for one. Like really, really nice packaging. And the drink is so good. And it's like I think it's like 10 calories or 0 calories.
25 it is, yeah.
Phenomenal fucking product, dude. Like really, I was very hesitant or not hesitant. It's very skeptical. I was like, bro, Logan Paul wins probably 50% of his battles. And I was like, there's no way, dude. No way they got an energy drink, right? Or a hydration drink.
It's interesting because there was this podcast that I was watching and it was an impulsive podcast and it had Mr. Wonderful on, and he basically got to the grit of it. It was like, how much have you made in your first 2 months? And he sold something like $10 million worth of Prime in their first 2 months. And he was like, as soon as you break past the 50 million mark, that's when you become a big deal. And that's when the likes of like Coca-Cola and stuff have less of a chance of fucking wiping you out, basically. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they roll out. But they weren't in the UK at this point. And if they're in there now, then might have to hit the old
Sainsbury's. Dude, the UK is just fucking nuts. Like, are y'all like that too? Or is this just like, is it like a crowd hype thing where you get into the crowd and then it just becomes hype? But like, what is it about the UK that just gets people so fired up, bro? Like, we don't have that type of like support here, I feel like.
What do you mean?
Just like, you guys go nuts.
Fucking fired up crowds, mate.
You go nuts. Like I'm a fan of Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
And dude, the amount of times they've been just shut down because of just bullshit that happens on the subway or something, or just like
I've been there times. Just
there's a huge culture around fighting at football games and stuff. Like, it's ridiculous, man. You go there and you're sat next to some old man. He just sits there swearing at the crowd like the whole time game. You're like, come on, man, you paid £200 a ticket for this.
Yeah. Are y'all like that? Do y'all get crazy? Have y'all been in a fight for football?
Nah, not for football, man.
No.
Wait,
what have you guys been in a fight?
What's that?
Zerk, you punched somebody? Zerk, you punched somebody?
He's punched loads of people. He's fucking violent.
There's some really good photos of me with like fucked up black eyes on the
Really?
Facebook. Yeah, I'll show you guys.
Oh shit!
I'm not surprised. So Zerk loves a fight. He wanted to fight Nicky B in New York.
Yeah. I know. I love a boxing match. We should definitely do an NFT YouTuber boxing match. That'd be fucking fun. It would be so good. Like,
I'd be down, bro. I'm about to sign up for an MMA gym. If I can land one of these sponsors, because the MMA gym is very expensive. But if I can land one of those, consistent income, I'm down to join an MMA club. I would love to learn some MMA, dude. Yeah, because like it's all over social media and it looks fun. And I'm like, it looks like. No, I've never done any of that stuff, and I've only been in a couple like fights, and they were surrounded by in the middle of a game kind of thing. And I was like, it'd be kind of cool to like actually know how to like submit someone and just like take their arm and bend it in a different way, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so scared about getting like fucked at knees and shit. Like just getting
bro, honestly, I watched a lot of Rocky growing up, like a lot of those like motivational videos with Rocky, and he's like, bro, you got to take the hits, like you got to take hits if you want to hit. And I remember him saying that, and I was like, it was always like one of those things that you take as a lesson. But then I was like, bro, that's like legit in real life. Like if you want to punch someone, like you got to be willing to get smacked. Like you might get hit if you try and go for the hit. So it looks fun to me. I mean, I don't want to get kneed in the face, but like it could happen. You just got to not get hit, bro. You have to block it.
It's super weird. Like them MMA classes, I went to one in Australia with a friend, and like you're in this, like they put you in this cage thing. Bearing in mind, I'd never done it in my life before, and you're just like real up close and intimate with some random guy that you've never met. Your face is like on his arse cheek. He's super sweaty, wiping all your face on the floor, like talking with each other. And I was like, this is weird. Do we kiss yet? Or like,
exactly.
It was fucking weird, man. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go back to that. I'll probably just.
I'm the same. I also have that feeling. I'm like, I've just like never like wrangled with a dude before. Like I've never.
I wrestled in middle school, so that might be part of it. I wrestled a little bit in middle school, and I've taken a couple of those combat classes. But back in middle school, I was too much of a little bitch to go forward. Like I couldn't handle the social aspect of me being like in a submissive position and people watching me. I was already a loser. I didn't need to also be on the wrestling team. You know what I mean? Like in tights, getting fucking. Plus, like I wasn't even good, so I'm out here getting like pinned. You know, like I actually there was a point, I think it was my second year doing it, and I was really, really good in my weight class, and they brought like during like on like the show day when we were supposed to like in front of the parents like show off our skills, what we learned at summer camp, they like bumped me up a weight class, which is like not what you do. And so I ended up like being really good, but like at the top of my weight class, and then I fucking got paired up with this dude who's bigger than me, and I got fucking pinned like 9 times in a row, and I was so butthurt, and I quit after that.
Not good, man. Not good. I'm not very good at sports. Never have been. Like my dad's always been the coach. I've always been that kid who gets to skip training, and then gets put up as a striker. You know. Rip.
All right, hold on. Let's because I know you guys only have a few minutes left here. Let's check this out super quick. ENS. I'm gonna get Bryce on in a few minutes after you guys pop out, but ENS has been popping off. I guess everything else is pretty standard. We got Possessed. We got God Hates NFTs. I just covered them on my YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't seen that, that's this project. And I think they were at a 1.5 ETH floor. Last I checked, they were at 0.6. In this video, I said you're likely buying the top here. There's a chance it goes up and pulls a Goblin Towns, but I don't think their art's unique enough, and I don't think anything about it is unique enough to pull a Goblin Town. So I called the top at 1.5. I said maybe it could go to 2, but let's refresh it. Last I checked, it was 0.6. Let's see if I was right.
Oh no.
What do y'all think about this project?
I think it's kind of cool. I like the idea of like
okay,
the gamification
0.66.
behind it, but yeah, so many people got wrecked. But this is what I don't like about NFTs right now. It's just too volatile.
Bullshit.
Like there's too much going on, and people are getting destroyed. So you end up just hating a project that you've loved for ages just because you're down like 2K on it. You know?
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, it's just ENS. I don't know if these popped off of, but everyone's buying numbers and words. I don't know enough about this world. I know some people are really good at this shit. Like Kashfi, actually, she told me she bought the Indian word for love, and she ended up selling it for like a 200x or something on her return. She paid like $50 for it, and she sold it for like 2 or 3 ETH or something. I was like, whoa. So ENS are popping out. Like if you know this world and you get like, some people get it, some people know what sells, then shit, dude, this is in right now. If you don't know this world, I highly suggest you don't waste your money though.
Yeah, no, like ENS is a weird one. I bought some back in the day, but I'm not interested in trading them or anything.
Yeah, I just buy shit that I like. Like, let me show you guys a couple of like, do you guys have any NFTs that you bought recently that you just like? Maybe it's just out of you know, like personally you like them. Like here's for example, so Riv dropped the project for the Fairy Fiends finally after like 25 months of marketing the project. She ended up not posting much content around it, so I think that's why it's been a little bit slower. But I bought a bunch of the fairies. I'm a sucker for like specific traits, but I fucking love them, dude. Like I love these characters. So that was like one NFT project that I was excited about, just to support her as an artist and as a creator. But that's probably the only NFT I bought recently, other than Wolf Boy, which I've already talked about, so I don't need to talk about them more. But
decent. I think I haven't bought anything really, but like one thing that New York was good for was actually just reinforcing my belief in projects that I did originally believe in. Like met the Caribou team, fucking solid guys, and I feel like that's a project that, you know, they're not going to let go to zero. Basically, they're going to.
What is that project about? That's one project that I skipped over and never came back to it. It was a project that was in. I think I almost covered them. I don't remember if I actually did. Do you know anything about that project though? Like that would help me. I'm gonna switch my camera real quick to switch up my batteries, but you can keep going.
Yeah. It's like Carrefour is like an art-led project, right? But they're sort of in the realm of streetwear as well, connections with Hypebeast and Atmos and all this stuff. So they're continuing to like build out and deliver new drops, 3D collabs with different like Web2 brands and stuff like that. And then I mean they've got like a carnival, like an in real life event that they branded very nicely. Like I'm a sucker for branding, like coming from a design background. Their pitch deck was released and leaked out, and I got my hands in it and I was like, fuck, this is a solid brand. Like they're actually building something outside of just an NFT project, right? And this is what we need to see more of. So
nice.
Yeah, I bought at the top. I bought it like fucking free for some stupid shit.
Oh no.
But they're at like 0.6 now. But you know, like I said, meeting these guys in New York, it kind of just like reaffirmed my belief for them in the first place, and I'm happy with it. Like I'll hold that back. But
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I like the brand too. That's the only thing I care about. I always talked about brand and IP like since the very beginning of my channel in like September, but I think maybe I could have done a better job explaining it. But now you're seeing what that really means. Like the only projects that are relevant are the ones that have a strong brand, who people actually know the name, they can link it to something in their brain where they're like, I fuck with that. World of Women, dude. Like you just simply cannot beat the brand of World of Women. It's too strong. There's too many big people on board who believe in that project's vision. I mean, there's obviously another project could come in with the same brand and beat them. I just doubt it because they've got 10 months on them or 12 months on them now. But that's the only thing that matters, bro. Like it's just Doodles. It's just World of Women. It's the apes. Like your mutant ape is crushing it. Like when people see your mutant ape, you get instant respect. I imagine. I mean, also with your YouTube presence. But like I imagine when you jump into a Discord, people are just like throwing themselves at your feet.
No, it's weird. Like I don't really understand the hype around that. Like I don't really get it because right now, like you can buy a mutant ape for significantly less. You can pay the same for a mutant ape right now as you would have paid for a Carrefour.
Oh yeah, actually you're right. I didn't even think about that because they're at 18 ETH, but ETH is so cheap that it's like 10 ETH kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like, don't get me wrong, having the status of having a bored ape, I think from a Web 2 perspective, people that are looking in, they're like, this guy bought in early. They don't think about the guy that bought in for 100 ETH.
Or new people who don't really like understand what's going on. They see the ape. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Oh, also, we didn't really hit on NFT NYC that much, but like you went to Ape Fest. I forgot. There was multiple people that I saw that week that I was pumped to see them, and I forgot to like go. I was gonna be like, yo, do you want to go to Ape Fest? Because there was no like a +1 type thing you could go for Ape Fest?
There was a +1 stuff. Yeah,
I just fucking forgot. I don't know. I forgot about it. Like,
funny story. We had another spare +1, and I was like, right, I'm gonna call Tom. Tom's gonna have priority on this. I know, like, he's keen. It'll be good for him. Yeah. Call him up. I'm like, he gets one chance though. If he doesn't pick up, that's it. He's done.
Oh no!
I called Tom and he fucking boom hangs up. I'm like, all right, no problem. I called up Gavin. Gavin's like, yes, I'm 100% there. Then Tom calls back like, yo, what's up? I'm like, oh man, you just messed up.
No, bro. Because the only reason I was mad about it is because I was doing my vlog and I was like, fuck me, like I didn't go to Ape Fest. I like forgot about it until I was editing the vlog and I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, are you actually kidding me? And I was like, oh no, because I was doing the thumbnail and I was like, okay, what's the best thumbnail for NFT NYC? I was like, oh, the ape. It's got to be something to do with the Ape Fest. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't have any content from there. So, anyways, but what did you think about it though? I mean, did you go to the Eminem concert?
No. So we went to the second day. The first headline act for day one was like Amy Schumer or something. It was terrible, apparently. But like, I wasn't expecting much. It was cool. You got to go in there. There was a big line for the merch store. I think I liked the merch store experience more than the actual event itself because.
Do you like the merch?
I thought the merch was sick.
Do you like the merch?
I thought
Tom,
sick. I like it,
bro. Tell me the truth,
dude. I really, man. I haven't even seen this. I haven't seen this one.
Dude, it's fucking ugly. That shit is ugly, bro.
I'm not a huge fan of this one. I must admit. Like they fucked up. Like the inner hoodie, like white, and it looks just like piss stained. But anyway, it was cool because
you pissed in your head. You pissed in your hair the other night.
That's true.
What about the t-shirt? I thought the t-shirts looked cool.
T-shirts are sick.
Dude, no, bro. There's no way, bro.
This is interesting. Check this out. So like these posters that they were handing out for free, these at the moment, like they were in like the goodie bag at the end. Yeah. And there's like a different one for every day. This right now is being sold.
Okay, I like that.
$200 on eBay.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think that's really good.
Cool. Yeah, because
I think it's really good, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really like the idea of like Supreme and Palace and how they're like these really high drops and stuff. And I think it's something that intrigued me about NFTs. So the fact that the fact that the apes are kind of like establishing themselves as this hype brand, like that hoodie, you know, maybe 5,000, 6,000 people own it right now, and it's like cool,
that part makes it cool. I agree. One thing I was going to say is like some extra benefit that you get to do, Zerk, since you're in that community, is like I know you dropped like $1,000 on clothes, but like doing random giveaways of like one item just to Zerk Pass holders, that kind of thing. Like it's a small gesture for you because it's not that much money, but like. The access that people don't have to Bored Apes makes that one little $200 giveaway seem so much bigger. So like that's such an easy way to just add in a little bit of like,
that's a good idea.
In quotes, utility. Because I know you bought a bunch, and so I mean, I don't know. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here, I've sweated balls in all of my merch so far, so you don't want anything that I've got currently. I'll think about you next time I go though. All right, I'll buy it before. Yeah.
Okay, and then this was my last point. It's not a tab, but I just wanted to show you guys with. Okay, so I've been talking a lot about for YouTubers and trying to help content creators, just things I've been picking up in the bear market because my channel has taken a hit. But as far as like, it's not just the numbers. I guess the numbers haven't like mattered as much to me, but like nothing as far as like I don't know. I feel like I haven't taken a hit as far as my brand and IP. But I just want to show this thing to you. All I've changed in the last month or so is increase the amount of YouTube shorts I put up. And I've seen a 30% increase in views with that's pretty good. I mean, I was seeing probably 80,000 views. What is this? Every 4 weeks for me during the bull market, but I wasn't making alpha videos. So it was pretty good, but I'm making almost half that with about 10%, of people who are still here. So I was like, shit, this is like a good thing to look at because if you look at this, I made a post that says how you're going to get famous, the most generic fucking short ever, and it got 2,500 views in like a few hours. Like in 11 hours, it's gotten 2,500 views, and like every third short right now is pulling in those kind of views. So if you guys aren't making shorts, if you have a good YouTube video that you make, I've been clipping up all my videos, all my podcasts, and I've been spending probably 20% more time on that stuff and less time trying to make TikTok focused videos. And I don't know, I've just been shocked at how much shorts have been crushing the game for me.
It's a good shout. It's something that I want to get into more. I was actually having the same conversation with my editor today. So I don't know how do you edit all your own videos, boys?
I edit everything right now, dude. It's a mess.
Okay. So like I'm paying close to like $300 a video for editing.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm also posting so much that it doesn't make sense to me yet.
No,
But
and so I'm really trying to perfect this, like the whole
Sure.
YouTube stuff, and reformat content for the likes of TikTok, for Shorts, for Instagram Reels and stuff. So yeah, Shorts go wild. The only thing about Shorts though is like they don't really convert. The subscription conversion ratio is kind of off, right? In terms of like
I don't know, dude. I've gotten a lot of subscribers for my shorts recently.
You
Like
have,
I mean, I've done okay, but also like my a lot of my shorts end up coming from like my podcast. God damn it, I have like a fucking fuzz in my eye. But I've been posting a lot of shorts that have to do with life and career and things that I've accomplished. Like I was talking to Tom about this last week because he was like, "Well, I want to make sure I have my business up and running before I start making videos about it." And I was like, "Dude, you have small wins though. You have a lot of small wins on the way up there. Like, yes, there will be an eventual thing where you're like, okay, like I either sold my business or we did this, like got this big client. But there's a lot of things like in between. Like the fact that I went full time at 1,000 subscribers is a whole entire thing on its own. And the fact that I've been able to make a business out of that is a thing on its own. And then connecting with all these big YouTubers and other people in the space under 10,000 subscribers is a feat on its own. So there's a lot of little wins that you can talk about that you are qualified. Like Tom's super qualified in a whole lot of aspects. And so that's where a lot of my TikToks are coming from YouTube videos where I just set the camera up and I just start chatting for like 30 minutes. Like I told this to Dan from Cool Man Universe after our podcast. I was like, dude, you did a podcast on your own. I know you don't like to do them, but I was like, I think you should just swallow the pill, just fucking do it anyway. And just set up a camera for 30 minutes and just see what comes out of your mouth and then record that and just post it and stuff like that. But I think a lot of good stuff comes from there.
Yeah, for sure. I actually really liked your last video that you did. I watched the whole thing. It was fucking sick. Like you just got into the nows of it. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah, because we're all in the same boat, right? We're all in this same journey together, trying to fucking just make it work and try to get some growth on YouTube and bring in new people to the space. And it's tough. It gets lonely sometimes, boys.
Yeah.
Glad I've got Tom here now.
Yeah. What do you think about Tom? You lonely right now, bro?
Yeah, I mean, but like it feels a lot closer. It's been a lot of fun working with working with Liam and Mark for like really closely over the last week. It's been really nice being part of like a team again and kind of having like a common thing. I'm also really looking forward to that with the Summit Club. Like we've got a really cool kind of what's going to form the core team. So to work in teams, work collaboratively on stuff. But yeah, like I made sure I posted a short the other day. I was going to do one today, but I didn't know if it was like, I just wanted to see how it performed on TikTok first before, like, because Cade said like the good ones on TikTok perform also well.
Usually, but there's some that like I had one that I thought for sure would pop on TikTok, and it was like the video was literally what is blockchain, and I answered in 8 seconds, and it was a really good video, and I was like that video will pop for sure, guaranteed. Got like 200 views. Then I posted on YouTube Short, got 2,000 views, and I said, oh shit, okay, maybe not. So it's random, bro. That's why I post everything. Like I'm getting to the point where I'm realizing that people don't look at YouTube or TikTok or any social media platform anymore like they used to. We used to look at it like a profile, and you look at all the videos and you scroll through them and say, what are they up to? But they're not, dude. They're just finding you from search engine and finding things on like the For You page and stuff like that. So like it doesn't matter what it looks like anymore. So I'm posting like 3 shorts a day now on YouTube, which is dangerous because people are like, no, you want to make sure that YouTube is like your big one. You want to make sure it looks good. But people aren't looking at your page. Like 5% of your followers look at your YouTube channel and try and find a video. They're just finding shit on the discovery page and stuff like that. So
are you doing Reels as well? Instagram Reels?
I'm posting on Facebook Reels, bro. Facebook Reels just became new. Apparently they're pushing that. So basically if you're posting there, they're pushing your shit out because they want to get it to be known.
Yeah, interesting.
And if you post on a Facebook, it posts to Instagram automatically. So I post on Facebook, I post on Instagram, I post it to TikTok. Anything that goes on TikTok goes on the other 2 channels. And then with YouTube, I'm probably posting every 4th video on TikTok that I think is good. I'll put that onto YouTube as well. And right now, dude, it's just about getting your face. Like you just want as many people on earth, especially in this tiny little bubble of NFTs. The people who are still here, at least, you want to make sure all of them know who you are. That's kind of been my strategy with all of it.
That's kind of where I came unstuck a little bit. Like I understand that the NFT space is relatively small, so like we're growing at quite a slow pace than what other channels potentially would have with the amount of content that we're putting out, right? So I kind of, if you watch the last 2 videos that I made, it was more general, broader Web3, looking into NFTs as an outsider and not someone who's active in there every single day. So I was kind of hoping that that would kind of bring in a wider audience and allow the video to actually perform better than obviously just an NFT specific video. So I'm trying different things, trying to work it out. But at the end of the day, like you've got to just keep going and keep excited about it because you can lose your motivation pretty easy if you're doing something that you're not enjoying.
Yeah, dude, 100%, 100%. Oh, this is gonna be my last one. I know you guys gotta get out of here. I just got this ring from I guess got it shipped in from Faces or Faces. Do you know him? He's a UK artist.
It was
Yeah,
sick.
I remember. I thought. Did you not already have that? Did you have one?
I didn't have a ring, but I have these. So
Is that still Salvitas? Did you say his name is?
no, his name is Ali.
Oh,
That's one of his art pieces, and then there's another one up there that I have. So I'm a huge fan of his art. I'm a big fan. I think I was his first NFT collector from his actual collection.
I've got NFT.
Yeah, and then I have his number. He has a collection also, and I have the number 1. So I'm always big on that. If I can get number 1, I'll get number 1. If I can't get number 1, I'm gonna get number 10. And so I imagine for Tom say I won't get number 1, so I'm gonna shoot for number 10. If I can't get that, then fuck me. I guess I don't know. But anyways, you guys have any last thoughts about anything before you guys gotta pop out? 'Cause I know you guys said about an hour.
No, you go first, Tom. Take it away, mate.
Hang on, you were literally halfway through your sentence.
No,
there.
I mean, I was going to say I probably don't have to go right now because I was going to go IKEA. I had to do an IKEA run. You know, and we're a bit bare on the old furniture around here these days, so I think I don't need to go now. So
right, I'll hop off. I don't have anything to say as always, though. Amazing to be with you guys, and we've got Bryce as a replacement. Our intrepid
coming in.
Community manager. Here he is.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Look at this guy. Who does this?
Legend. Oh my god. What's up, dude? This is awesome. Fuck yeah.
We're just hanging out right now. Beautiful day outside.
Right.
Those
us.
I missed those, man.
Yeah, I missed them, man.
Bryce is out here living life. He's living life. He's showing up. He's showing up to the game properly with the glasses. I think this makes sense, bro. Someone clip this bit. This makes sense. The Joyous Kingdom content house makes sense with these glasses, bro.
It does. Screenshot this.
We could do some we could do some cool moves.
Wait, hold on. I'm taking a photo of this too. This is funny. This is fucking funny, dude. I love this.
Well, I got it perfect right here.
Fuck yeah, bro. This is legendary. Damn. And Bryce brought the views, bro. There's 2070 y'all still in here after an hour. My God. In this market, bro, that's like 75% of the NFT market right now.
What is it? We got the whole market backing us right now.
That's
yeah.
It. Right it.
Shit,
right, I'm going to say goodbye, fellas.
All right, Tom. It was good hanging, bro. We'll talk to you later. If you guys are interested in the Summit Club stuff, go hit him up, fam. Everyone's links are in the description. Bryce isn't because I didn't know he was gonna be in here, but I'll link it right after we go off. I can't edit it right now, but I'll throw Bryce's stuff. If you don't know, I think his @ is right here. Yeah, no. So the Blevindusky is his Twitter @, and I think it's the same for TikTok. But all right, Tom. We'll see you later, bro.
See you later, Tom. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to check if I'm going to do the old IKEA run. All right.
Yeah. Go for it. All right. Let me. If I turn off his camera, I'll forget, and I won't be able to hear him. But Bryce, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You just hanging out?
So yeah, right now we're doing a bunch of house cleaning because we're fixing up the house up in Connecticut that I'm up right now because that's where I had to leave from New York where we were all at. But everything else is doing amazing. Just hanging out right now, finishing up school. You know,
Yeah.
It's time consuming right now.
Which classes do you in right now?
Oh, these are probably just like the Amazon cheap like 3-in-1 purchases.
No. I said what classes? What not glasses? Sorry. What classes?
Classes. Let's see. The big one right now is microeconomics because they want to push that whole side of things. That can at least help me more the TA side of things when it comes to NFTs and crypto. But international business, politics, which
politics. Yo, Zerk, what classes were you at university? I forget if you said you went or not.
No, I didn't go uni. I've had a really bad educational career. Like it's been terrible. I dropped out of. So basically, in the UK, you go to sixth form, which is it's like the advanced school after you finish, right? I didn't go to that. I went to college instead, which is kind of looked down upon here in the UK. I studied game design, dropped out of that. Then I studied music tech first. That dropped out. Studied game design, dropped out. Then studied graphic design, didn't pass. But then I got a job in graphic design because I was basically sat there using this phone book, calling up companies, pretending to be a big design agency when I was 17, 18. And I was selling logos and pretending to be the receptionist because my voice was squeaky as shit. And then I ended up calling like an agency and like got myself in for an internship and then started working there. But yeah, no university, no real good grades, just
Damn.
whatever. I
Man,
just
but
don't
you
learn.
still fucking made it, dude. You still literally like I actually, this is something we need to talk about because we were supposed to get you on the pod soon, so we'll have to get you on for like an actual like a full
Oh, I love-
length so we can actually know all about that because you have a super interesting life and career, and you've got something that I would argue every single dude, specifically dude on earth wants. Like you figured out the e-commerce stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the stuff everyone wanted to do. So I want to know all those details. So we'll talk about that later. But
Put aside 2 hours. I've got some sick stories to tell. It'll be fun.
fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. We'll go Joe Rogan style. I've done a couple podcasts in real life, and what I noticed was because when you like see a Joe Rogan or Lex Fridman podcast, they go for like 3 hours sometimes, and you're like, how the fuck does that happen? And it's hard like digitally for some reason. At about an hour and a half, I start to just fade. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Usually like hour and a half, 2 hours, like really max. I think I've done a couple like 2.5, but they were with people like I really, really knew well. We had a lot of shit to talk about. But in person, dude, 3 hours will fly by. I didn't realize.
Yeah. I bet. I'm really looking forward to it. Like we reached out to a couple of projects already that are UK based, like Fingdoms. I know like Artie McCarty's here in the UK. We're just trying to find like different founders and different people that are active in the space in the UK that we can just pin down for like just a chat really. Like I love the way Nelk Boys do it. They're killing it in terms of podcasts. It's so fucking sick just to sit there and
they
watch.
Are funny.
They just do it randomly. They're all drinking beers and stuff. It's like proper relaxing. And
the one thing I would say with Nelk or with Full Send Boys, because I fucking love them. They've done so well, and they're one of the brands that I've studied for years now to see how they operate because they're always relevant. So like that's why I watch. I'm always like, who's here, who's mainstream, who's able to just navigate and bounce from industry to industry and win. And the one thing that they need to do, which has always been one of their biggest criticisms, is to just know a little bit more, like 10% more about the guest. Sometimes they'll come into a guest and have not a fucking clue. And they ask the worst question for podcasting. I'm going to make a course at some point about this because I see it too often. I'm about to make at some point, but maybe it'll be free. The question of like, all right, man, welcome to the podcast. Why don't you give us a little intro, like who you are? And like every time that question comes up, unless they're a nobody or they've never been on podcast, dude, that question hurts me because it's like they've been asked that question so many times, and like I would argue after like 5, you're done with that question. Like I've only been on a few podcasts, but it's like one too many. Like if that's the first question, bro, I instantly am kind of turned off.
How can you sum yourself up?
Icebreaker too. That's like it's a complete turnoff.
It's just like such a lame question. I'm like, dude, you didn't do any research on me before. Like I don't know. Like when I do a podcast, if it's someone that I'm aware of that I know has probably done a couple podcasts, I'm gonna watch probably all their content that they've done so that I can have some specific questions. Because like even if you're not someone who's like pinpointed that as something that's annoying, when someone asks you that question, unless it's like your first time ever, you're kind of like, oh god damn it, like where do I start? This is a long question, and you don't know exactly where you want to go. And then like the whole time you're like, you feel like they're not judging you, but like a little bit, you're like being judged because you're like, how do I say this the right way? And I don't know. There's just so many better ways to go. And they've done that too many times on the podcast. So I'm like,
it's kind of intimidating, right? Getting asked that question, you're put on the spot and you really have to sell. You feel like you're selling yourself. And that's where it gets like kind of invasive. You're like, it's much better when you can just get asked questions and, we're having some streaming connection issues. Are we back? But much better if you can get asked questions, just have like a general chat back and forth. I think that's the best. Like, that's why I like these tea times. It's just literally a friendly chat.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like the way I structure the show. Like that's why Bryce is really good. Man can just spitball. If you just bring up something, he'll just kind of think of something on the spot. Like that's actually harder to do than people think. Dan, when I was talking to him on the podcast, he was like, "Yeah, I don't like leading podcasts. Like, it's harder than you think to like push discussion and be able to like elegantly do it. Like Rogan is like a form of art, dude. Him and Lex Fridman has a bunch of notes, but like Rogan does it without any notes. He just can navigate a conversation and make it look so easy. And it took me probably 30 podcasts before I got good at it, where I could just like confidently just go into a podcast with a little bit of preparation and just roll with it. It's something that you have to like earn,
100%. Yeah, I agree. I don't think I'm necessarily the person to be sat there asking like really formal questions or anything like that, because that's just not my style. And I don't even know if it's your style. Like this is our style. I feel like just spitting it like done. Joe Rogan style. I like that. It's that's why
Bryce, what do you think about NFT NYC? Because this is the first time we've had you on since the week. We covered it a little bit, Zerk and Tom, but like not so much. What was your perspective on the whole thing?
So my thing was obviously I love the whole idea of just everyone collaborating together. This is my first like big event in general where it was like we're all just people online and we're all just meeting for the first time. For me at least, it was like, holy shit, these are people that I see only on my iPad and everything, right? It's like how can I actually like touch these people? I can actually drink with them. Like it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Bryce
So
touched me, everybody. Bryce fucking touched me. It was weird, but it was
It's on
okay.
record, yeah. It was included in the vlog, so we have documented and everything.
See
you later, Ayush.
Take care, Ayush.
Yeah, no, it was fucking awesome.
Fun experience. My God, like even for me, just like because I'm 22, it's like it's such a beautiful experience to be like even just out in the city like that with kids around, or at least Zerk, because he's like a grandpa to me at least. But around my age, and everyone's just enjoying each other's time and company. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, it was sick. It was so fucking fun. Like it sucked that everyone got sick. I got sick like day 2 and I started losing my voice. And the one place you need your voice was in these like PA events and stuff like that, where you got to speak to people. Like, I'm speaking to Voltura and I'm in his ear like, what are you doing, man? Fuck off. And I'm like, sorry, mate, I'll catch you later.
That's
like,
fucking hilarious.
It was fun though. Like everyone just got on with everyone. There wasn't any harsh feelings between people. There was no like, animosity or anything. Everyone was just chill. So.
Yeah, it was
well,
good
I will
stuff,
say, Zerk, me and you have some beef because the first time we met, you had a giant, you had just finished your burger or something, and you had your whole mouthful still. It was so funny.
Sorry,
no interaction between us.
Yeah.
Is that how you actually sound, or is it like, oh wait, no, he's eating? Right?
Yeah. Fucking
That's
sorry,
fucking
man.
hilarious.
Rip,
dude. Rip. That first lunch was awesome. I had a great time there, and no, you're right, dude. I literally was. I wasn't sick, but my voice was gone after probably 48 hours. It was shot, dude, completely shot. I mean, you're yelling, and one of the guys I met like at the HAPE event. I went to the HAPE. I forget if it was the VIP event before or if it was the party afterwards at night, but I met the dude who owns all the hype houses in LA. And I remember like he was like 30 probably, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, I could barely like talk at this point, but I was trying to like push conversation because like, who the fuck is this dude? Because like if you own these houses, like you're a like 100 millionaire, like you've got hundreds of millions of dollars, I assume. And he's just like at this random event drinking a martini or something, and I was just like, bro, this is the only fucking industry where I'd have a situation where I end up in a room with someone who's at his position. Because I was like, why else would I ever be here? So like that's why I see like how I was talking about earlier, the Web3 world for me is about the industry way more than it is the market or the trading. Like when people are like, oh, ETH is down, like that sucks. I'm like, bro, that does not fucking make a difference in my life at all if ETH is at 4,000 or 2,000. The only thing that changes is my video content where I'm like, all right, ETH is pumping, and if it's down, I'm like, all right, ETH is dumping. Like I don't give a shit what it's doing. It's just videos for me.
For sure. That's how it should be. Like look, everyone says it, but like zoom out. Like look at the bigger picture here and where we're heading and where the world's headed. We're fucking early still. We really are. Like I know it's been overused, but yeah, it's exciting times, man, and that's what gets me pumped as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And right now, the main value too is the network that we're actually building. All together, we're just meeting fucking cool people that can actually develop and bring real skills into this market for when eventually more people will get influxed, and then we'll be able to actually provide more people.
Exactly, dude. That's why I'm always just like that's why I always just talk about you're building your own brand. Like Bryce, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's active on TikTok a little bit, but his main thing is just like he's building his name as like when you see the fucking purple and blue background on your profile picture. They're like, oh, that's Bryce. That's the guy. He's the guy for community managing. He's the guy for helping in Discords, for like linking people together and all that stuff. And so like if you can just become that guy and just not really worry about much else, then when the big boys come, they're like, okay, like we need a community manager. Let's hit up Zerk. Let's hit up Nikki G. Let's hit up Tom. Let's hit up Cade. Like who are y'all looking at? Who should I trust? Just send him to Bryce. And if he doesn't know someone, if he doesn't have time, he probably knows somebody, or he can put out a tweet. Like that's why I've been talking so much to him about posting more content about community managing, just so he can get community managers in his circle. Like there's a lot of people who are project founders who follow me because they watch my videos in the perspective of trying to make their project better. And so like if you had a lot of community managers and mods following you, that would just bring you easy money, bring you connections and stuff like that. And that's really all I focus on right now in the market is just building in my name.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've got a couple of people that I want to introduce you to, Bryce. That could be helpful for you. But yeah, like definitely, even like my head of collabs, man, this fucking guy is killing it. He's nowhere to be seen in front of anyone. No one knows his name, but like in the partnership in the project world behind the scenes, everyone knows who he is, and they're like,
Yeah.
hire him, and he's making fucking bank. Like he's killing it. He's making so much money even in this bear market because
Yeah.
working for like X, Y, and Z project, and they're all paying him ETH, and it's like he's fucking smashing it. It's so good to see. So it's so much opportunity. You don't have to be in front of a camera. Like
Exactly, bro.
Yeah,
It's the best way. I still maintain that it's the best. Like like there are couple projects who will pay you thousands of dollars to just for your name, like to just be that person. And like for me, like I'm the guy who does all the reviews. So there's a couple companies who, like in the very beginning when I got into the NFT space, the way I went full time was I was basically an alpha in Discord for this Ugaverse project. I wasn't doing as many alpha calls. I did a couple here and there, but my main function in that ecosystem was like, okay, for our holders, we want you to post all your time sensitive videos an hour early so that they get early access. And they're paying me $2,500 or $2,400 a month to do that. So basically I didn't do anything extra. Yeah. I just gave them early access, $2,400 a month. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. Like $24 a month to do nothing. Are you kidding me? Like those are the kind of things that like at this point now, I get like similar offers, but for like way more money to do similar things like that, where it's like, okay, we just want you to be in the Discord as someone who answers questions. Like you don't have to associate with our project. We're not going to put you on the website. You're not an advisor. You're just someone who's like in Discord talking to people if they have questions, but they trust your face. They trust your name. And it's like, you can literally sell your IP. Like I was in a meeting the other day and they're like, so what are you selling? And I was like, I'm not selling anything other than my IP. Like I have my reviews, but you're buying like me. That's what you're paying for. And it's the same with Rogan. Like they paid $100 million for him to be on a podcast. It's because it's Rogan. Like that's why they paid $100 million. Like that's where all the real money comes. And that takes 20 years. Gary Vee, you want Gary Vee at your keynote? Fork over $200,000. Like that's the only way you're going to get him in. It's like, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Completely agree. Like we're playing the long game with YouTube. YouTube isn't a game where you can get fucking, go crazy. I mean, except for some. I mean, Champ's done extremely well in the space in a very short period of time, what it feels like anyway. Like kind of came out of nowhere and just went boom, straight up.
I don't know anything about him, bro. Do you know? I don't know who he is. Who is he? He was at the lunch, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, no, he's a cool guy. He's just a very, very busy guy. I mean, I've spoken to him a few times, but yeah, like he's just more heavily in alpha. I think.
Okay, he's alpha. Okay, that's what I don't know.
Okay. He's the guy. So yeah, but like he posts very, very regularly on YouTube. I think like almost every day at this point. Still going. With
he's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just on Twitter. I've only seen his like profile picture. What's his YouTube champ something? Champ Crypto?
Yeah, it's Champtigram, I think, or
Champgram. He does that, and he has his Alpha Pass too. That he does do that.
Yeah,
I did not know this. Shit. Okay, well, he's way bigger on YouTube than I thought. I thought he was just on Twitter, like one of those Twitter thread people. Oh, cool. I'll subscribe to him. I'll have to watch a couple of his videos. I don't know too much about him.
No, he's good, man. He's a cool guy. Like he's working hard with K Money at the moment and stuff. And he's obviously, I don't think he's part of WGMI, but I know he works closely with them. But man, hats off to everyone who's winning. Like fucking killing it, and everyone's doing it in their own way and making it work. So, but again, it's all about the connections you build. I feel like I would be nowhere if I didn't speak to just other people in the space, because the person who taught me the most was probably Nicky G. He opened my eyes up to so many different things. And it's like, if I didn't have that conversation, where would I be? I'd probably be back like 10
Dude, do you know how that happened? Like how Bridge 3 came about? Like I hadn't really heard of them until Tom signed with them. And I was like, oh, who is this? Who's Bridge 3? And he was like, oh, like we work with like influencers and marketing and stuff. Yeah. Did he just make that out of nowhere? He just knew the right people and just built it, or what?
Yeah, so I think he just built it with his stepbrother, I think. I'm not too sure about that. But like, I didn't know it existed. I didn't even know he existed. I remember I messaged Ryan D Crypto once. I was like, oh, hey man, like love to connect or whatever. And he just invites me to this like YouTube Discord chat. And there's like Poker Plug, Bento Boy and stuff in there. And I joined it and I was like, oh fucking hell, like fanboying almost. I was like, yeah. And then Nicky G was in there and he was like, if Zerk, if you want whitelist spot for this, I can sort you out. And I was like, okay. He started just having like a chat with him, jumped on a call, realized he's the fucking Don, like he's such a legend.
Awesome.
And yeah, just been speaking to him for like 4 or 5 months. And like, outside of Bridge 3, like the guy will just give you his honest opinion, and that's what you need in this space, right? There's too many snakes and people that don't really have your back, and I think if you can find people that you can genuinely trust and respect, like that's where it gets valuable. So yeah, Nicky's a good person too.
Yeah, it's important. That's why I like Bryce. He'll tell me how it is. He hasn't roasted me that often because like I feel like I think through my stuff enough to where it's like I'm not gonna pull something out and it's just like totally in left field. Sometimes I will, and I imagine he would correct me if I did. But you literally cannot have yes men, dude. You cannot have yes men around you. Like that's why with Tom, Like I like all the people that I talk to on a regular basis, I wouldn't be talking to them if I didn't think they were gonna win. So
No.
like if they're like with Tom with that pass, I have no problem telling you and Tom. I was like, yeah, it was great. I think the idea is cool. You got to work on this part because like it's coming from a place of me wanting for it to do as well as possible.
Yeah,
It's like from like a place of love, you know.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, and that's the key, you know. Like going back to Nikki, it's like I remember when I minted out my parts, my mint was like 0.66 ETH, so it was probably like close to 2K, just like Tom's. And I had people like Llama calling me out, like, oh, it's too much. Amir Hussein was calling me out, and I was like, oh, fuck this. I was like, jumped in their DMs, sort of crushed that FUD before it even existed. But then Nikki was the one guy who was like, fuck that. He was like, fuck all those guys. Why the fuck are you worried about this? Like, do your own shit. If you believe in yourself and you believe that your value is there, I was like, yeah, man, like you just need someone to bounce that idea from, you know? And
yeah, dude. 100%.
Sometimes it's just a matter of having a conversation. Yeah, they go, Nikki G is a
plus
straight.
It doesn't even matter. Like it just doesn't matter. Like even if like when we went to NFT NYC, I knew all the big guys were gonna be there. But for me, I was like, it was just about vibing with them. And honestly, like it didn't even matter if they liked me or didn't like me. Like it doesn't help me for Bento to like me. You know, like it'd be cool. Like maybe I get a video with him. Like we did a podcast the other day. Like it's fine. But it's not like him liking me is gonna particularly send me to the moon. It doesn't make a difference if Brett likes me or doesn't like me. He's still gonna do his thing. I'm still gonna do my thing. And I think in this world of like when everyone's trying to like level up, I think people put too much emphasis on like connecting with the right people like that. Yeah, can you help me? And it doesn't matter. Like if you're gonna win, you're gonna win. Like I said this in a TikTok, I was like, the people who are gonna win will always win. The people who are not gonna win will always lose. And that's just how the world works, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm the same. Like I'm 28 years old. I'm definitely, I do not care if this fucking 16-year-old likes me or not. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm doing my own shit. I've done my own shit for the past like 7 years. I don't care, unfortunately, about like whether or not you can really bring me tons of value or like make me rich, because it's just not needed. Like I just want to have friends in the space that you can rely on and trust. That's it. That's the number one.
See you later, Invisible Man. But yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. What do you think about that, Bryce? What do you think about because there is a little bit of a balance between connecting with people and stuff, but like I feel like if you're doing your shit so well that they don't care, you know, it won't like matter if they like you. It's more about the respect, that they respect your hustle rather than if they like you so much. You know, like there's a lot of people I don't particularly like that much, but I can respect the grind. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And it has nothing to do with like the competitive side of things either. That's what people get too harped on versus like, hey, this is someone who's actually either around my level and then I can either find some insight from, or even I can bounce ideas from, and actually more of a collaborative sense versus like, oh, I have to fucking destroy you. I have to like all this shit.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
It's not a competition. I feel like, you know, this YouTube world in NFTs is not a competition. We're all on the same playing field, and like we can all work together and everyone can be successful. So yeah, I just see it as like, I don't have time. I'm not wasting any time in terms of like trying to build up relationships I don't need. But like, I'll have respect for everyone that I meet. And, you know, unless you give me a reason to not respect you, then that respect's always going to remain. So
Nadra says, Cade doesn't like me, but respects
Cade did say that to me in New York. He said he really didn't like Andreas.
Yeah, I fucking hate Andreas. What's up, Kosher? Kosher's in the house. So I was talking earlier about the stream I was watching. It was good stuff. Good stuff. We're also talking about Champ. We talked about a lot of shit actually. We've been on here for a minute now. I agree. And I think anyone who makes content can respect especially on YouTube, like YouTube specifically. It's a different style of respect. Like even if I see someone on YouTube with like 800 subscribers, I was at 800 once, and if I see them putting in real work and it's quality videos and they're actually being thoughtful, and I usually like if there's a YouTuber out there who wants to connect with me or something, unless they've been making videos for like a couple months or at least a month and it's very consistent and it's good quality stuff, I won't really pursue that. I'll keep a mental note and then check back in a little bit to see if they've stuck with it. But if you're a YouTuber with a few hundred followers or something like that, but you've been putting in work, dude, you get the respect of anyone. Like I had big people follow me at 2,000 subscribers because they saw like the work I was putting in, and like that's what people really respect in the content game.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I want to get, you know, that respect, that level of like, okay, he's actually doing cool shit and he does it in the right way. That's my goal. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah. I remember you from when you had like fucking 400 subs. You was killing it. Like, you guys like outpacing everyone. Is like a video every minute. It feels like. Yeah,
bro. I should have been posting. I don't know if shorts were up at that point. I should have been posting shorts this whole time. I only started this last month or so.
Yeah, I think they were. You know, I think they've been around probably a year now. I think.
Yeah. Have they actually?
Yeah. I remember posting
Oh,
one when I was
fuck.
doing like ecom videos. I did it on like what books to read and stuff. It didn't do very well, but yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
dude. Shit.
I was
didn't even know
trying
that.
trying to chase that, entrepreneur mindset where you wake up at like 4 a.m., read a book for an hour. Like,
Bro, yeah. That's legit stuff. I feel like everyone who went through the entrepreneur journey did something along those lines.
Yeah.
Like I definitely did. I've tried, dude. I've literally tried every single routine in the book.
Mm.
I've done. I even tried the what's it called? Dual sleeping schedule, where you sleep in 2 hours. In
4 hours? Oh,
you sleep 4 hours, and then you go do stuff, and then you sleep again for 4 hours. And I tried that for a week. I was a zombie, bro.
There's a famous artist who did it, yeah, like Michelangelo or some shit.
Someone famous did it, and I watched that video, and I said, "I'm trying it. I can do this."
Yeah. Do you know what though? One thing I really love, I love waking up at like 5 a.m. It's dark usually in the
Oh,
UK.
it's the best.
No one's up. You can fucking focus for like 2 hours, get it in. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. The thing is, I can do it at night too, which is my issue. I'm very, very productive in the morning and night. The thing is, I can't wake up in the morning because I'm up at night. So it's like it's a problem. It'd be 3 a.m. I'm like, I should go to bed, but I'm like, yeah, but I've been on a roll. Like I've gotten 4 hours of work done, and it's 4 a.m. I'm like, well, like I'll just keep staying up because I know in the morning I'm gonna wake up tired, not do anything till 2 p.m. anyway. And I'm like, oh, like I might as well just take advantage now. Like I really take advantage of flow when it's there. I don't know about you, Bryce, especially like you're in school right now. I haven't been in school mode in a minute. But how do you split up your workload? Is it like when you're in the flow, you just get all of it done, or do you just kind of sprinkle stuff out and do it whenever?
Right. So for me, it's all online anyway. So I just have to meet the deadline at the end of the week. So by that time, I was a big procrastinator in high school. And that's because I was in sports. I had to like time manage myself even more so at that point. But even now with Web3, it's kind of like I can put everything to the side and just when I have that creative sense, I can just go off on a tangent and do whatever I need to do.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, right now it's just as sustainable as I can. I can't like time it out to where I'm like, okay, I have to turn my school brain on. I literally can't like block it out like that. It has to be a creative, like, this is all I can think of. And then it's just easiest that way for me.
Yeah.
Dude, Bento was telling me about that. He was in college right before he dropped out. He was like, bro, I was in fucking like nature class and she's telling me to like remember things about birds and I'm out here making $2,000 on flips. He's like, bro, I can't do this shit. I would have been fucked if I was in college and NFTs came around. I would have had, I don't know what else I could have done. Like you have to drop out at this point or something. Like how are you gonna balance both, you know?
Mate, honestly,
that's
like
why I can't do like all the alpha calls and everything. There's so many different projects, especially like back in January when that was when I first started like even hearing about it, and then I started to like get more involved. I saw you and everything posting there consistently, and then I was like, holy shit, I am missing out on so much. Like even like the couple like 10 new projects I find in a day, then they're like another 10 will pop up.
Yeah.
Like now it's a little more settled, right? So I can then figure out, hey,
now it's a bit different. Yeah, now it's a bit different.
But now it's just more what I can focus on and like not burn out. Right. So
Liam, how much has your schedule changed after the bull run? Like what about your schedule changed the most when the market dumped?
I don't think my schedule necessarily changed. Like I've been really trying to prioritize like not losing touch with my girlfriend. Like we live together, right? So I don't want to just like sit there all day and all night because it can get like that. I mean, like it's almost 9 p.m. here now and I've been here since like 8 a.m. right? And it gets to the point where you don't even spend time with the people that you live with and it's like, oh fuck, it's kind of sad. So I've kind of like restructured a little bit. Like I'm really ADHD, so I've started like planning out. I've got like a full diary.
Oh shit! All right.
Taking notes in terms of what needs to be done and like when my calls are and stuff, just so I can like be on top of things. But my day to day is like, I make sure I go to gym every single day. Like that's standard. Have to do it.
What's your favorite day? What's your favorite day of the week?
My favorite day of the week.
For workouts. For workout. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, chest day. Okay, yeah.
But other than that, just continue to work. It's a lot of calls, man. A lot of phone calls every single day. A lot of jumping on Discord.
Who are you talking to, bro? Who are you talking to? VCs?
Yeah, no VCs. But like just different projects, like especially with Zerk, trying to like form new relationships. We can work with other projects somewhere, and this is how it is. I mean, I tried to get Champ on a call once, right? This is a good example. The fucking guy, impossible to get on a call. I remember he like DM'd me at like 2 a.m. once and was like, "I'm free now for 30 minutes." I was like, "Fucking hell!" My girlfriend's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I've got to go out and go speak." She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I don't want to get him again."
That's how it is, bro. Every time I gotta talk to Brett, it's like, fuck, I hope he remembers this call. Like that guy's just so busy. He's just running around all the time. Then he's like, okay, 10 minutes, go. And I'm like, all right, let's go. This is how it is, dude. It's funny as fuck.
But I
How about
kind
you,
of
Bryce? How about you, Bryce? What's your favorite gym day, bro?
For me, it's always like Zerk, like Monday mornings, because like once I wake up, I start usually running, and then I would do a leg day actually. So
legs.
Motherfucker wakes up on Monday and starts running and goes and does legs. That's how you start your week?
That's
it is
wild.
actually, because I wake up and then I go on a run, and then like sort of midday I do more like more workouts minded things.
Oh my
right
God.
here in Connecticut too. It's nice because I have the track from the local high school.
Wait,
So I can just go
Connecticut?
up there.
Connecticut?
Yeah, right now in Connecticut.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
But back
Yeah,
in
bro.
Florida, there was just the beach. I would always just run on that.
Hell yeah, man. That's lit. I can't do that. I can't. If I get up, a lot of my things are scheduled in the morning because I'm in PST, so I'm in Pacific time. So everyone I know is basically on Eastern time, so they're 3 hours ahead. So by the time I get started, they're like halfway through their day.
Yeah.
So a lot of my things end up being like I wake up and I got like an hour maybe to do basically fucking jack shit, and I just like do whatever. And I'm trying to get it down. I watched all these videos by this guy named Andrew Huberman, this big neuroscience guy. And he's really big about getting outside as soon as possible to set your circadian rhythm, because mine's so fucked up right now because of my sleep schedule all the time. Because I have this beanbag behind me that I fall asleep in all the time, and it really messes me up. And so, because I'll just take an accidental 6-hour nap in the middle of the day, and I'm like, all right, well now I'm fucked. I'm not going to go to sleep tonight. But I'm trying to get that stuff out the way because I do like how I was talking to Zerk earlier. It was like 11 or 10:59, and like we're about to stream, and I'm like in the shower still. And he was like, they're all like right in front of their computers, ready to go, and I'm like coming out of the shower, like fucking dripping water everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is how it is. But
it's all good. Well, so what time do you usually go to bed then? Like 3 a.m.?
So no, yesterday I got high by accident. I bought these joints I was really excited about, so I walked over to the park and smoked one. And I hadn't smoked in a while. Like I smoked 1 or 2 blunts in New York, but it was like a couple puffs, just a little bit. I didn't want to get too fucked up because I knew I was going to meet people after or go to a party or something, and I didn't want to meet someone and just be blazed out of my head. So I underestimated these joints. I didn't realize how much was packed into these suckers. So I took literally 4 hits. It's like 4 full, but I took big inhales. So I took 4 big inhales, and I could feel myself getting like really kind of stoned. And I was like, okay, let me put this out now. No problem. I probably smoked a fourth of the joint. And I was like, okay, I'm good. Like, I feel kind of good right now. I feel like a little bit maybe too high, but it's fine. It'll wear off soon. So I'm like, okay, like I got up, started walking back. Don't remember the walk back. I literally have no recollection of that walk back. Yeah. Not at all. Actually, now that I think about it, that's actually kind of weird. I got back here. I remember like I basically fast forwarded, got to here, and I remember being like, wow, I'm in front of my computer. And I was like, okay, like what am I doing right now? And I think I tried to like edit or something. And I was like, let me watch something. Like I was getting kind of nauseous. I was too high at this point. And I was too nauseous. I started getting sleepy. So I just like laid down in my beanbag, had my computer out. Next thing I know, I wake up and it's like, it says 11:30. And I was like, oh my God, I missed tea time. I thought it was the morning. And I wake up and it's like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, oh, motherfucker. I just took a 6-hour nap in the middle of the day. Yeah, so I stayed up till fucking 4:30 in the morning. And then I woke up at like 10:30.
It's when you start hearing the birds outside, you feel rough. Right? Like, it gets to like 5 a.m. You're like, oh no, there's outside.
And dude, in the PST, the sun comes out early. So like if it's 5 in the morning, I look out the window. I'm like, oh shit, I can see the light coming through my window. I'm like, oh no, no bueno, bro. No
used to be me, but not anymore. Not anymore. What about you, Bryce? You wake up early? What's that?
I used to back in the day. Once in high school, I would always wake up super early just to do like morning workout and then go to school. But besides this, like, no, it's
so hard. It's so hard, bro. Like we're already like,
if anything, it's so easy for me just to stay up late, like 2, 3 a.m. just doing work and editing.
Exactly.
And but
it's so much easier. It's so much easier, especially when you're working like, when you're working for yourself for the most part. If you're not like if you're not, I don't know, if you're not like in a 9-to-5 job, you already have so much discipline that you're relying on. Like you have so much self-discipline that you have to rely on yourself for, that like other things that like aren't as important to you, or something that's not necessary. Like for me, it's not necessary for me to wake up early. I can get it done later in the day anyway. So I know that. So my self-discipline goes out the window because it's like, yeah, but you don't have to do this. So who cares, you know? But a lot of other things that I know I need to do, I can rely on my discipline. So I'm like, okay, I need to get a video out. I'll film the video. I'll edit the video. I'll get it done. But if it's something that's not quite necessary, my body's like, bro, you're good. Don't worry about it.
See, my brain like needs this structure. Otherwise, I just fucking go AWOL and I'll be like, oh, burnout for 2 days. Yeah. So I need like this structure in place. Otherwise, I'm just a mess. But yeah, I get it.
True.
Maybe I'm just old, man. Maybe I'm just getting old.
I think it does come with age. A lot of people that especially YouTubers, like a lot of my YouTubers I looked up to are in their late 20s or 30s. And I noticed this because they all have a similar style of life. And it's usually something along the lines of kind of what you're doing, it looks like, Zerk. And I think it's just something as you get older, you're like, oh, this is just better. This is just better. Let's just do it this way.
I've done my days of like, staying up all night playing games. I wasn't training.
You tried shit.
But when I was 18, but I was fucking just gaming. And I actually had a Call of Duty YouTube channel. So I was making like montages and stuff. Yeah.
Let's go.
So, yeah, I might have to feature it on the old Zerk Pass one day, but
bro, you might have to. I mean, I'm gonna start streaming. I actually downloaded Pokemon, the emulator on my computer, so I can stream it. Like I've tried it. I streamed a couple times on TikTok. Actually, it's actually kind of fun to streaming. The problem for me is like I played that Pokemon game so many times, and for me to like play the new ones, I have to learn all the new Pokemon, and I just don't want to. And I suck at first-person shooter games. I've never been good at them. So it's like Pokemon's my only option, dude.
There you go, mate.
Cade, once Undead Blocks comes out, I am probably going to be playing the shit out of that. Because
what's it called?
Just Undead Blocks. It is.
What is that?
It's a zombies game, pretty much. COD Zombies.
COD
Zombies. When I tell you, I have been playing COD Zombies since like Black Ops 3 days and Black Ops 1 days.
Damn.
When, like everything. My God, I would be addicted to that, and probably was the problem why I can now stay up so late and be like completely fine.
Probably, dude.
Prep me from that.
And if you don't still play Pokemon Showdown, I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'll knock you out. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, listen, we're coming up on the 1.4 hour mark. This is lit. I'm super glad we both got both of you down. Bryce, I forget if you and I have done a full podcast on you yet. Have we done that or no?
Just snippets, I'm pretty sure, but not a full one yet. No.
Not on YouTube, right?
No.
All right, shit. Okay, guys. Well, for all, for y'all listening, then we're gonna be getting Zerk on the pod. We're also gonna be getting Bryce on the pod. We got a lot of people on the pod. I got World of Women next week with the community manager. I've got Colony online or the Colony NFT tonight with the founder. We have Psychedelic Anonymous hopefully coming up next week. If I can ever get the guy to confirm a date with me, that'd be lit. But the podcast keep getting bigger and bigger. Every time I think I do like a big one, I'm like, that can't get better. Like I remember when I did Doodles, I was like, that's the top. And then I did SupDucks. And I said, okay, this is good. And then Deadfellas happened. I was like, all right. And then CyberKongs. And I was like, oh my fucking God. It's just getting crazier, bro. It's getting crazier and crazier.
I check the thumbnails every morning. I'm like, fucking hell, Cade's got this guy on now. Like, mate, next week is Vitalik. He's coming in, mate. He's going to be on the old...
that would be legendary, actually, to be able to vibe with Vitalik and have him, like, open up, get him to tell his virginity story or something like that.
That's sick. That's sick, man. All right. Well, I appreciate you having me on, mate. It's always fun,
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm glad you came on. We'll pretty much, you and any of you guys can pretty much come on for a tea time, like, whenever. It's just, it's fun chatting and talking. Bryce, thank you for coming on, dude. And, hell yeah, man. And for anyone who's in the chat, if this is not your first podcast with us, if this is like your second, third, or 10th, or 20th episode of Tea Time, I want to see OGs spam the chat. So you already know. If this is your first time in the pod, I want to see, I'm going to type this in. Code word, you made it to the end so I know. Code word is fucking, what's the code word, Zerk?
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
All right, code word Chicken Little, so we know you made it to the end. If you did, smash like in this video if you're in here still. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel. I got the links down below in the description. I got Tom's as well. And until next time, continue on your journey, continue to learn, and be grateful you're live watching this video. Bye.
See you, lads.